every 24 hours. A pair of organs the size of your fist filters every drop of blood in your body. They are your silent janitors, your chemical factories, your pressure regulators. But right now, they are screaming, and you cannot hear them. Most people think sugar only affects weight gain, but inside your kidneys, something far more violent is happening. Tiny filtration units called nephrons are being sandblasted every single day by excess glucose flooding through your bloodstream. The damage is slow, silent, invisible, until one day it isn't. This is what happens when you stop feeding the machine. 30 days, no sugar. Day by day, hour by hour. This is the transformation your kidneys have been waiting for. Kidney disease is called the silent killer for a reason. You can lose nearly 90% of kidney function before feeling a single symptom. No pain, no warning, just gradual collapse happening in the dark. And sugar is one of the biggest accelerators. Every spoonful forces your kidneys to filter harder, faster, longer. Your blood becomes chemically heavier. Inflammation rises, pressure builds. The average person consumes enough sugar every day to keep their kidneys in a constant state of metabolic stress. Imagine running a marathon while breathing through a straw. That is what modern diets feel like to your kidneys. And the frightening part, most people never realize the damage until protein starts leaking into their urine or their blood pressure explodes. But the moment sugar disappears, your kidneys begin fighting their way back. Day 2. You begin urinating more frequently. That is not a bad sign. It means your body is finally releasing the trapped fluid. Sugar behaves like a sponge inside the bloodstream. It holds water hostage. That is why high sugar intake often causes bloating, puffiness, swelling, pressure. Now your kidneys can finally regulate fluid balance properly again. Water weight begins dropping. Blood volume decreases. Pressure inside your arteries starts calming down. Even your heart notices the difference. But the next stage is harder, because on day 3, your metabolism enters the acid flood. Deep inside your kidney cells, a survival mechanism activates. Autophagy. The word literally means self-eating. Your cells begin identifying damaged proteins, broken mitochondria, inflamed debris, and destroying them. Think of it as a microscopic cleanup crew working overtime. For years, excess sugar created waste faster than your cells could remove it. Now the cleanup finally begins. Lysosomes flood the damaged areas. Scar tissue starts breaking apart. Inflammatory stress decreases. Your kidneys are not simply resting, they are rebuilding. And this process cannot be purchased in a supplement bottle. It only happens when glucose stops flooding the system. Day 7. The uric acid drop. 1 full week without sugar. Now something dangerous begins disappearing from your bloodstream. Uric acid. Fructose, the sugar found in sodas, juices, processed snacks, and sweetened foods, creates uric acid as a metabolic byproduct. Too much of it forms tiny crystal-like structures. Inside the kidneys, these crystals behave like microscopic shards of glass, scraping, inflaming, damaging the tubules. But by day 7, uric acid levels begin dropping dramatically. The inflammation cools. The glass begins clearing out, and for the first time in years, your kidneys are filtering in relative peace. Day 10. The fat kidney. This is the stage where many people quit. The cravings are weaker, but energy still feels unstable. However, beneath the surface, your organs are transforming. Around your kidneys sits something called renal sinus fat. Fat that physically wraps around the filtration system. When sugar intake stays high, this fat expands. It compresses blood vessels, restricts circulation, and traps inflammation around the organ. But now the fat begins shrinking, liquefying, receding. The pressure surrounding your kidneys drops. Blood flow improves. Filtration becomes smoother. You are not just losing body fat, you are literally decompressing your organs. Day 14, the ACE. 2. Switch. 2 weeks without sugar, and now we arrive at one of the most fascinating changes of all. Inside kidney cells are receptors called ACE2 receptors. These receptors help regulate inflammation and tissue repair. High sugar suppresses them. But once glucose levels stabilize, ACE2 activity rises again. It is like flipping power back on inside a damaged control room. Your kidneys begin producing anti-inflammatory signaling molecules. Repair accelerates. Cellular stress decreases. Your kidneys move out of survival mode and back into recovery mode. This is not detox mythology. This is molecular biology. Day 21, nephron recruitment day. For decades, scientists believed damaged kidney filtration units could never recover function. But newer evidence suggests something more hopeful. Dormant repair pathways can reactivate. Your kidneys contain millions of nephrons, tiny filtration units working around the clock. Over time, sugar damages many of them. Some become inflamed. Others become inefficient, some shut down completely. But without constant glucose stress, support cells begin repairing filtration structures called podocytes. These specialized cells act like microscopic fingers, gripping blood vessels and controlling what enters the urine. When podocytes heal, filtration improves, protein leakage decreases, and kidney performance rises. It is not full regeneration, but it is recovery, and recovery changes everything. By day 25, another system joins the recovery. Your gut microbiome. Sugar feeds harmful bacteria that release toxins into the bloodstream. Toxins your kidneys must constantly filter. But without sugar, healthy bacteria return, producing anti-inflammatory compounds that travel directly to the kidneys and help calm inflammation at the genetic level. Your body is no longer running on damage control, it is rebuilding. Then comes day 30. Inflammation drops, blood pressure stabilizes, fluid balance improves, and kidney filtration efficiency begins recovering. But the effects go far beyond the kidneys. Brain fog fades, energy stabilizes, skin clears, joint pain eases, because your kidneys help regulate nearly every major system in the body. And now, after 30 days without sugar, they can finally breathe again. But there is a warning. The first major sugar hit after detox can trigger inflammation almost instantly. Your body remembers the stress. Your kidneys never forgot the damage. They simply finally had a chance to heal. Every sugary drink, every processed snack, every hidden syrup forces these organs deeper into exhaustion. But when sugar disappears, something extraordinary happens. Pressure eases, inflammation quiets, repair begins. Your kidneys are waiting for a ceasefire, and day 1 can begin tonight.